Glad to have you back. Now let's move into our next discussion. The lingering political face-off between Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike and his predecessor Rotimi Amaechi is far from over, as both men are not letting down on their determination to run each other down.
Well, now the battle has grown vicious and more personal, as they have continued to use every given opportunity to castigate and blame the other for the problems in the state.
Wow. Well, joining us from our Port Harcourt studio is Samuel Nwanosike. He's the spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party in the state. Thank you for your time.
Now, this issue, a lot of people who have been following political developments in Rivers State have said that, well, these are two leaders that are supposed to work together. Now,
from the same region.
From the same region. Now, the point is, your being in that political party and my being in this political party shouldn't...
At the time, they were in the same political party. Even in fact, when Rotimi Amaechi was a governor, Nyesom Wike was chief of staff, and then they were close friends. What happened? Was it Patience Jonathan that came between them?
Well, whatever came in between them, but a lot of people have died from those who feel that the supporters of the other person and this person's supporters have clashed, especially during the 2015 election, rerun election and all. In fact, all the rerun election, the rerun of the rerun and the rerun of the rerun of the rerun election, all of them, persons have died.
Indeed, we've seen growing cult activities, especially in Rivers State, if you compare it to other states in the country. And that, what is happening there brings to mind again what is happening right now to Nigerian politics. You see political leaders coming out to wash their dirty linens outside. Remember when we addressed yesterday of Kaduna?
Exactly.
And it's like Femi Fani-Kayode of PDP again, you know, having it out with Governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha. So you see these politicians somehow.
And usually when they come out to wash their dirty linens, I wonder if EFCC listens to all of these things, because some of them are really revelations that one would not originally have. Exactly, that are worth investigating. So EFCC should have cashed in on this, and if they don't, then it tells one that sometimes all these are all just politics where
some animals are equal and some are more equal than others.
Right. Now I think we have Samuel Nwanosike with us right now. Samuel, can you hear us now? Can you confirm that you can hear us?
I can hear you clearly.
Oh, great. Now, my colleague was asking you earlier on, what is really in the center of the face-off between Governor Nyesom Wike and former governor, who is now Minister of Transport, Rotimi Amaechi?
Well, first of all, you know, democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And what is important at every instance is the benefit of the people. And as far as we are concerned, the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State is how to provide dividends of democracy for the people of Rivers State. It depends on who wants to live in a blame game. The government led by Nyesom Wike is not interested in living on a blame game, but we are interested in setting the record straight. Someone governed Rivers State for 8 years, had opportunity to manage close to about 4 trillion naira accrued to him through the federal allocation and the internally generated revenue that he managed. And you cannot just walk out of that office and people won't ask questions. And if you say you are in a public office and think you can do things like you're running your personal investment, it's unfortunate. That's not going to be the situation. For us in Rivers State, we have just said clearly that there was no proper handover to the current administration of Nyesom Wike by the previous administration, like we had in other states in Nigeria. And because of that, we were asking questions of critical issues that happened, such as the sale of our gas plants. Sir Dr. Peter Dele had a very good vision for the people of Rivers State. He built those gas plants to improve the power situation of the Rivers people. And we are asking, why was the decision of selling the Rivers State taken at the time it was taken? For what good? For what purpose? Why did they take that decision in a hurry? Okay, having taken that decision, the funds accrued from that sale, what was it used for? Where were those funds? Who managed it? Now, we also talked about the Caribbean White Hospital. Someone said he wanted to build a 1,000-bed hospital for the people of Rivers State. We had a UPTH that was taking care of the people of Rivers State and managing our health system before that decision was taken. And all of a sudden, without even doing a soil test, you decided to bring down the whole of that facility, cutting away all the existing infrastructure that was there, and decided to commence a building, only for you to find out that, look, oh, by the construction advice, by the technical advice by the engineers, that building cannot stand there. And as far as you're concerned, Rivers people believe that that is not going to be for the best interest of Rivers people. So we decided to ask questions. And these are the questions someone is saying that it's a winch hunt. No, we don't consider it a winch hunt. Even if the boy is so wicked as the governor of Rivers State today, if he finishes as the governor of Rivers State and that government comes in, questions will be asked. So that is why he is careful in every decision he is taking for the benefit of the people of Rivers State. Okay. So as far as we are concerned, it is democracy as it's the beauty of democracy that Rivers people are getting.
All right. The Minister of Transport, Rotimi Amaechi, has said it countless times that all the documents presented by the governor that he is corrupt, that he embezzled public funds, were forged by the governor. And that's aside. Now, when the EFCC discovered about $43 million in Lagos, Ikoyi, the governor said it belonged to the state, that it was Rotimi Amaechi that took them to that place to hide for his personal use without proof. He didn't go to court, and even when the courts were asking for the owner to own up, he didn't show up. So you're saying that is about just fact-checking and doing the proper thing on the side of the people of Rivers?
Well, first of all, if you understand the way the system works currently under the leadership of the APC at the federal level, you'll be careful in making moves to get results. You see, Nigerians are watching, including you that's a reporter. You are seeing what is playing out. Even the panel that was set up by the president of Nigeria, President Muhammad Buhari, before he went for his sick leave, which the acting president now was the chairman of that panel. Nigerians are still watching and asking questions. What is coming out of that panel? Well, that aside, let me tell you, my sister, the truth of the matter is that the statement made by Wike, it is the proper statement, and that is where we stand as Rivers State people. That funds belong to the people of Rivers State, because the address of that building where that fund was seen is associated to someone. And at the appropriate time, Rivers State government will make presentation at the court of law. We have put our issues together, we have put our documents together. No amount of intimidation or blackmail will make us make the wrong move. We will not make the wrong move because we know the people we are dealing with here. These are people, even when we caught them at 12 Isobo Street, printing fake INEC documents, and we screamed to the world. And when confessions were made, what did they do? They insisted that the police should move the matter to Zone 6, and so that they can sweep the matter to the carpet. My sister, have you asked yourself who gave the templates to those people who were printing those INEC documents, sensitive INEC documents, and what has happened to those persons that were arrested? Nobody has done anything about it to today. So you mean if we go to courts now with those evidence we have, that those evidence will not be destroyed? We will not let our evidence out. Like as we are also saying that the issue of the white paper that was brought up by the Amaechi panel, we have it as a document of facts, and we will keep it at the appropriate time. Rivers people and Nigerians will see us bring out those documents, and justice will be on the side of the people of Rivers State. Because questions are asked. Did you sell the gas plants? Yes. If you sold them, what happened to the funds? How come funds were transferred in 1 week with fake addresses that has been confirmed by CAC as addresses of a registered company, which when reporters of media houses went to check, nothing was existing there. No building was, no activities of any human being was going on there, and you call it a process that will benefit the people.
All right, Samuel. Samuel, let me put you on hold. Samuel. Yeah, Samuel, sorry, let me put you on hold a little bit. We'll come back to you, but we need to give some more background information to our viewers so they can follow what we're talking
and
about.
You can listen to.
Exactly. Now, from accusing one another of being responsible for the violence that marred the 2015 governorship in legislative elections and its subsequent reruns that led to the death of a number of people. Shortly after Wike was sworn in as governor, he gave pressmen a tour of the government house and accused Amaechi of vandalizing the property belonging before moving out.
Well, when the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission uncovered 13 billion naira at the Osborne Towers in Ikoyi, Lagos, Governor Wike claimed the money belonged to the state and that it was part of the money stolen under Rotimi Amaechi. However, those accusations were proven to be false so far. But all hell seems to have been let loose after Wike accused Rotimi Amaechi's wife of collecting a monthly financial gratification of between 2 million to 3 million naira from local government chairmen and even commissioners, while her husband held sway in Rivers.
And now the Transport Minister has vowed to expose Wike's wife, who is a judge of the Rivers State High Court, if Wike does not stop talking about his wife. Now, he also accused Governor Wike of forging documents to link him with corruption after Wike stated that he had overwhelming evidence of Amaechi's corrupt acts while he was governor of the state. Now, when will this battle end is the question on the lips of so many Nigerians, as they say it's to the detriment of the development of the state. Now, Samuel Wanosike, you're still with us in there. Now, I guess you've been following what we're saying in here. You said earlier on that the state government is not prepared to be involved in accusations and all of that. If the governor has lots of evidence, like he said, overwhelming evidence, the courts are there, the EFCC is there, why is he not approaching them to submit all of those evidence?
Well, the question is that why is it difficult for the EFCC to investigate the former governor of Rivers State when other former governors of various states, especially states governed by PDP, are being investigated?
No, but if you don't submit evidence to EFCC, what would they work with? You are the one coming up, or the governor is the one coming up with evidence.
Excuse me, my brother. If you follow the trends properly, you will know that letters have been written even by non-governmental organizations to the EFCC, and people have made public outcry on those issues. If you visit Port Harcourt yourself, I think your reporters can do us a favor of visiting the sites that we have mentioned, because there are evidence on ground in Port Harcourt that you can see for yourself and in Rivers State that these are the things that happen. And I know that the former governor of Rivers State has not come to say that this issue didn't happen, but he always will want to come and say, oh, that they are just political winch on. We know the truth. Let me tell you, my brother, when you see a system that is trying to protect someone who has done so much to bring them into government, someone who has bragged that if not for him, the APC federal government wouldn't have succeeded in the 2015 general election, you can expect that these protections would come here in and in fact, it's not a surprise to us. It's not a surprise to us. But there are some issues you read that needs to be clear to the public so that you don't feed the public wrong information. You see, the issue of money being collected from local government, all those things are false. They have never happened in Rivers State. I was once a caretaker committee chairman of a local government. If there's one state that has absolute control of their activities as local government, that has what they call it, autonomy of their own control, is in Rivers State local government, run their affairs.
Samuel, please, let's quickly clarify.
Any interference from
Samuel, please, let's clarify. It's actually the governor, Nyesom Wike, accusing former First Lady of Rivers State, the wife of Amaechi, that while the husband was in power, she was collecting money from local government chairmen and commissioners there. Though some of the commissioners and local government chairmen came out and asked the governor of today to apologize to the Amaechi family that they never paid money to Mrs. Amaechi.
Yeah,
just to clarify.
Samuel just clarified that local governments have never given monies to anybody, so it's fine. All right, let's put you on hold, Samuel. Let's put you on hold, Samuel. We'll come back to this. It's time for the news update now. We'll come back to dwell more on this issue. Stay with us on TVC Breakfast. It's time for the news update now with Ikechukwu Obiano.
we still have Samuel Wanosike, the spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, with us. Thank you for holding on. And we've been talking about the face-off between Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State and, of course, the former governor of the state and Minister of Transportation in Nigeria at this time, Rotimi Amaechi. Yeah, before the break, we were asking you about the allegation leveled against the wife of the former governor that she was collecting money, and you were about to react to it. Clarify now.
Yes. First of all, it's a known fact in Rivers State that the wife of the former governor owns a pet project called ESI. I want to ask you to send your reporters to go and check the various ESI projects that are scattered all over the state. And I want to tell you that elected local government chairmen were made to buy lands and contribute funds in building those projects. Those are personal projects of the former governor's wife. In fact, one of the local government chairmen who refused to comply to that order was removed from office. An elected local government chairman, Timothy Sirim from Obiabo local government, was removed from office. Even when Court of Competent Jurisdiction gave a judgment that his removal was not constitutional and didn't follow due process, the former governor decided not to obey the court order and insisted that that local government be shut down and that the caretaker committee be set up to manage the affairs of that local government. A lot of intimidation were done under the watch of the previous administration, where the former governor's wife will sit down in government house and allocate that each local government chairman will pay social amount of money, and if you don't pay that, you'll be shown away out of office. It's something that happened in Rivers State, and nobody can come and say it didn't happen. And we're also happy that the former governor has said that if the current governor does not stop bringing out these issues to the public, that he will expose his wife with a judge. We are waiting for him to do those exposures. We are waiting. As Rivers, it will be interesting to hear him come and expose those issues that he says he has and he knows. We are waiting as Rivers people.
All right, Samuel, because before we went on break, you said that you were once a caretaker chairman, and when it comes to autonomy and local government, the River State is one state that enjoys some level of autonomy, and at no time has there been anything compelling local governments to pay monies or made to pay monies to anybody and all of that. So I'm surprised that the tables
under the leadership of Wike.
All right, let's get into a way forward now, because it seems the face-off seems to take so many personal dimensions that are very ugly in one way or the other. But moving forward, one cannot wish away the fact that Nyesom Wike is the governor of the state and an illustrious son of the state. Rotimi Amaechi is another illustrious son of the state. What ways can the two men come together to work towards the progress of the people?
Well, the way the two men can come together, if the minister understands that he is a minister by our constitution, he is representing Rivers people at the Federal Executive Council, and that he must do everything in his capacity to make sure he attracts developmental projects to the people of Rivers State and not come to stop developmental activities in Rivers State, like the show of shame he displayed when the acting president, Professor Shibanjo, visited Rivers State a few days ago. It was uncalled for. It was a shock to the people of Rivers State that the former governor could highlight from an aircraft carrying the acting president and abandon Rivers traditional rulers, dignitaries. They were waiting for the protocol to be done at the airport and hurried into an aircraft, into a chopper waiting for the acting president. Even when the acting president was taking those salutes, he abandoned the acting president. It just shows he doesn't have respect for the presidency. All right. It just shows that he's not even qualified to be a minister
one step
of that
forward
Federal
and two
Executive
steps
Council.
backward. Listen now, okay, you've just given us points you think that the former governor should, take note of for him to be united again with the governor of the state. So what about the governor now? What should he do? What do you think he will be ready to do for him to work with the former governor, who is now the minister of the country?
the governor of Rivers State, Amaechi Wike, has said it clearly that he welcomes everybody, every Rivers indigenous, even those living in Rivers State, to come and contribute to the development of Rivers State via advice or any other means they think they can add to the development of Rivers State by contributing policies that will add to the growth of our state. And the former governor is welcome. They have said it clearly when he took oath of office that he wants everybody to come and contribute their quota because Rivers State is the only state we have. We are Rivers people, we don't have any other states, we don't even have any other place to go to. So he has said clearly that he's asking the former governor, and in fact, he even expressed it again when we had the Jubilee Award by writing the former governor that he's qualified to have an award. What did the former governor do? The former governor rejected that award. You understand me, openly, and gave flimsy excuses. So we're asking that please, the current governor is willing to work with every Rivers indigenous, including the former governor, but he should please know that we have only one Rivers State and shouldn't use his power that he has in the federal government to run down Rivers State.
All right, Samuel Nwanosike, PDP spokesman, Rivers State. Thank you very much for talking to TVC Breakfast.